wake up in the morning, telegram in hand, on to our community, the coolest in the land. Cheese cream drops a joke, got me laughing loud. Then I start to scroll down through the daily crowd. Who's the OG prince, lighting up the zone? Is it Dama Beast or Sav on the throne? Or maybe it's Friday, Flexmas is here. Time to throw some gains and flex without fear. I toss out some questions, looking for the signs. Inside fixes ready, dropping out for lines. I keep on reading, can't look away. Those spicy emojis make my whole day. Then someone yells exit, get off post chain. But I ride the waves through pleasure and pain. I live in a limbo of hope and despair, but we're all in this boat and I'm proud to be there. Yeah, I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game. I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game.
Yeah, dog. Welcome. Turn the damn music off. Welcome to R2R. Welcome to another live stream. A nighttime live stream, by the way. Don't forget to pound the like button, drop a comment. And always remember, not a financial advisor. For damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. Don't ever allow an influencer on any social media platform out there to influence you when it comes to cryptocurrency, because you could lose it all. By damn, now that we got that out the way, let's get into tonight's video. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's officially 3 days away from the October 5th ending point to earn the Aster DEX airdrop. I repeat, you got 3 days left before things come to an end. Well, for this airdrop. And I want to talk about the fact that, you know, I've been focusing on this, right? Before we go on, what are we at? What's the price of? Oh my gosh, $1.88. I've been here on ChatGPT going, when do I go in? When do I go out? When do I go in? When do I go out? When do I, because I'm just trading to rack the points. Like, I don't like perpetuals. No one should do that. No one should do that. Before we get into it, though, congratulations and shout out to the sponsor of the R2R live stream and video content. Make sure you head over to DexFi.com/bonds, where now they have officially paid out over $500,000 in USDC to the holders on base chain of their treasury bond mint NFTs. Now, they're bonds. You mint bonds. $502,802 has been paid out in the form of USDC on base chain, APR 88.51%. The current fund value is over $2,551,241. Total minted bonds is 14,760 total and growing. And on top of that, if you've been watching my Plasm content, right? If you are not part of Plasm, you are missing out on real yield DApp DeFi. Yield is king, guys. So check out yesterday's video, live streams. I got content tutorials on Plasm over on Base because it's printing season. And DexFi right here, right, where you get exposure to the strategies they use, where they do everything for you. They got that complete expert entry, exit timing, and precision managed liquidity range settings that are there for you to put your money to work. It has been working like a charm through the ups and downs of the cryptocurrency in this DeFi game, in this high risk, high reward realm throughout all the blockchains and cryptocurrency. They've been paying out steadily in USDC. Congrats to the people who have been getting in DexFi.com /bonds, and the people that are taking advantage of Plasm over there on the other side on the same chain, but in DeFi, using real yield to help take you to the next level. Now, Aster DEX has been giving you the opportunity to earn the airdrop. There's so many different ways that you can do it. Trading perpetuals, buying spot, holding, right? Going into the more section here and looking at the earn, right? You can come on here and you can convert into a stable token. If you look across the ecosystem, there's a whole lot you can do to earn points. It's all in the white paper. You don't have to just be here gambling your money in perpetuals, right? You can earn several different ways. Every way has a different point system. But when this airdrop happens, right now I got no airdrop. 3 days, we're going to get our points distributed in the form of APX, right? So Aster airdrop portal is going to be here on the airdrop tab, and links in the description. Join the team. I got the boost right now. Again, the team is trading hard, is stacking hard, providing their USDC and staking it, earning points. They're doing everything. Okay, like I say, you don't just have to do perpetuals. It's not a thing that you need to be concerned about. But the cool thing is when this airdrop happens, right? They're distributing 8.8% of the token allocation to community members who participated in the Aster airdrop related campaigns. So you can review all the tokenomics on that. We've done that on several videos. We've spent time on that. But you're going to get dropped APX token. Your APX token, once you have them here, you're going to click here to upgrade those APX tokens to Aster tokens. Okay. So the last cycle airdrop that happened, the last cycle, the APX upgrade was 1 APX was equal to 1 Aster token. All right. Now, when we get our tokens, it's going to be 1 APX equals 0.5 Aster. And that's good until October the 28th. Cycle 3 is going to be from October 28th to December 23rd. 1 APX, you can upgrade to 0.25 Aster. Cycle 4, continues on. You can click here, scroll down and see all the cycles. The last cycle I see listed, cycle 5, will be in 2026 between April 14th, 2026 to November 24th, 2026. 1 APX can be upgraded to 0.0625 Aster. All right. So it's been just out there for you to participate. I sit here and just on ChatGPT, and I allow it to use I screenshot what's going on here, and I ask what I should do, and I just go in when it says. It tells you, ChatGPT or any artificial intelligence program out there that you can think of will break down a whole system for you if you decide to do perpetuals, right? Someone like me who's has no experience, but wants to do it without very much money. On one incident, I had a liquidation. I go, geez, I went too risky. ChatGPT's like, what are you doing, Tom? What are you doing, Tom? So it's interesting to see what is going to take place here, because we have in this airdrop 4% of the supply that's going to be coming out, right? And it's not going to be a massive airdrop like the typical airdrops you see there across the board in crypto, where it dilutes the users and then everybody gets wrecked. It's a small amount. So the question is, right, do you take your Aster and DCA, or like some people will go spot and sell it and say, I'm going to buy back the dip, right? Someone playing perpetuals will probably go, I'm going to short it on October 5th because people are going to have tokens to produce sell pressure, right? So for me personally, I'm like, one is October the 5th. This Sunday, I'm not going to be playing any game other than if it does dip, dollar cost averaging buying spot. That only makes sense to me because I like the token long term, and everybody out there is like $10 Aster, and I can see how that's possible, taking on its competition with the volume it's been doing. Let's go take a look really quick on their Twitter, because they have been consistently posting about the success they've been having in volume, which is part of the massive like bullish sentiment that's out there that people are talking about. All right, like they post it here. Let's take a look. I literally cannot go through Twitter without seeing Aster because of the amount of money they're making in fees. And everybody's wondering, like, because timing's everything. So you got the airdrop on Sunday. Is the plan on their end going to be to combat any type of sell pressure from that airdrop event by announcing the buyback? Because they have not said what their buyback plan is. So the buyback plan is like very like just a speculation as far as how they're going to do it, what they're going to do, and how much they're going to spend. But last time I checked, it was like $85 million in fees they've collected, right? In addition to that, they have like $1.5 billion in a treasury. So they're working with a lot. And to me, I'm like, dude, the buyback, they come out and do one tweet. Oh, hey, we're going to buy back soon, and here's what we're doing. Price could go crazy. But at some point, I could see the gradual growth going to take down, bigger market caps like with Hyper. So this tweet was on the 26th, though. Just take an example. Over $46 billion in trading volume at Aster Perps during the past 24 hours. That was from 4, 5, 6 days ago. $46 billion in perpetual trades. That's leverage trading. Keep that in mind. It's people gambling their money on longs and shorts, being squeezed on one side to the other, a teeter-totter battle between the bulls and the bears. In bear scenarios, people are spending a lot of their time doing that to farm, right? The airdrop, and to make money, obviously. So I'm just like blown away right now with the whole volume. Quick correction. There was an issue with the data trading number volume. Let's take a look here at the site real quick. You can see the 24-hour volume here with Aster and USDT. $1.83 billion in 24-hour volume. That's knuckin' futz. That is knuckin' futz, bro. That is knuckin' futz. That's a lot of money that's in perpetuals right now. It's being farmed for this airdrop. People aren't messing around. People are not messing around because a lot of people are going to get the airdrop and sell it. And a lot of people are going to hold it for the long run because the hopes and the dreams and the speculation is that Aster already is outperforming, what people consider the competitor in the game here, and which is Hyperliquid, right? They're already beating them on fees. They're already beating them on, volume. Now they just got to go for that market cap. But Hyperliquid was getting flooded pretty hard, and it's going back up. The markets are turning right now, and it's kind of looking like, hey, are we about to do this altcoin season thing we've been talking about for a long time? Is that finally going to happen? But Hyperliquid's market cap is $15.67 billion. Okay. So if you're chasing, gains, obviously the horse to pick on that has the more X's in it. And let's see, how far down here is Aster? Is it a top 100 yet? We'll take a look. It's got to be a top 100. Yeah, 38. Ranked 38 with a $2.21 billion market cap. So 7x to catch the market cap of Hyper and work its way to a top 10 crypto. That puts, at the price point that we're at right now, if you're 7xing the $1.86, you're talking roughly $13, and people are talking 20, 30, 50. A lot of numbers are out there speculating and going around. So it's exciting, when people get excited and speculate on cryptocurrency, and in addition to that, there's the volume there. You really can't argue that it's very, very intriguing to be here and going, let me see if I can get a little bit of strategies. And I went over some strategies too, that when you don't risk it for the biscuit, you do it smart. There's a strategy I went over originally from somebody on Twitter with the way to do like a 1x leverage. In addition to that, buying spot and basically farm free money without losing. So I would imagine that's what a lot of smart people are doing. Right. But you get caught up in this perpetual game, you start like, you want to gamble. If you're imagine being in the middle of a casino with money and then seeing people win on cards, blackjack, poker, slot machines, whatever it may be, right? Because in a casino, the things that stand out is the winners. You don't see all the money that's being lost because you don't know. It's not like people are jumping up in the air like, I lost, right? No, they're jumping up in the air, and the slot machines are ring-a-ding-dinging, alarming the system for these hand payouts when they're big. So that's like the casino right there, the way how they draw attention to, hey, I want to play a slot machine. I keep hearing these ringing sounds and people hopping up and getting hand payouts, hitting jackpots, you name it. So I really think it's at the point in cryptocurrency where it's no different than being in a casino. So when you have money here and you are doing a strategy and you're trying to do it for free, you got to really have some self-discipline to not start doing, crazy leverage amounts, because you can leverage like ridiculous amounts that you probably aren't unheard of in traditional markets. Now, back to let's go take a look at what's trending on Twitter, because you got to know that a lot of the sentiment that's going on comes from promoters, comes from the people that are KOLs. And this is what I keep seeing. Like, this guy goes, holy crap, Binance is testing Aster withdrawals. $10 per Aster is coming. I think everyone could agree that Aster will see a new all-time high very soon. The chart doesn't lie. All the chart guys are out here, right? I think he's marking the bottom here at $1.50. He's calling 150 the bottom. This is where you're going to get all your like, this guy's saying this, he's saying that. Right? This is like, it's the biggest thing right now. Barron Trump linked wallet just bought 74 million in Aster. Aster be the one coin that does $2, $3, and then they're all over it. Everybody. Like, you don't see me talking like throwing numbers out there like crazy. I could speculate and agree, like it could be down the road, one day a $10 token. I don't know if it's going to happen overnight like a lot of these guys are saying, but what I do know is there's a lot of hype around it. There's a lot of shilling going on, right? Like at 11 seconds ago, 13 seconds ago, this thing is trending. It's Aster, Aster, Aster. Marsha. Aster, Aster, Aster. It's the talk of the town. And there's 3 days left. So the airdrop is like links in the description. If you get on my team, you get the extra boost because we're killing it right now. People are racking them in. See all these Aster, beautiful textbook flag breakout, post fake out target, $3.60. Oh man, Then you see that, you're like, let me go do 10x on a long position. And it goes down 20 cents, 30 cents. Liquidated. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is the most interesting thing in crypto right now. Only one of two things I'm focusing: just farming the airdrop, right? Like I've been talking about, and Plasm, which includes real yield with DexFi. I don't need to be too spread out right now, worried about this, that, and the other. Just focus on two things, right? Focus on two things is all I'm doing. This airdrop, my Plasm position, and I'll let the rest work itself out. Right? I want to make the gains to go into other stuff. Now, there are some things I'm buying with any gains that I would make as far as like, doing trades, but at the end of the day, Sundays, how many days? 3 days away. Who here is sleeping on the airdrop? Raise your hand in the chat. Did you sleep on the airdrop? Are you not entertained? A lot of people would be like, it's a whales game. I'm going to sit this one out because the whales are going to get it all. Like, if you want to assume that's the case, I would have assumed the whales would have got the airdrop on Uniswap too. And I was just a plebe back in the day when I was trading on Uniswap. I turned into a whale because of that airdrop, actually. Like extra. So there's a lot of airdrops going on in October. Meteora's airdrop, Mettober they call it, over on Solana. But I'm asking ChatGPT, and ChatGPT, let me see what ChatGPT tells me the chart's going to do right now. I gotta ask. I named mine Nova, by the way. Gotta have respect for AI. Gave it a name. I'm gonna say, hey Nova, where are we heading now? Nova's gonna give me the breakdown. I'll read it to you. I'm on another browser looking. Do I need to put a position in right now, Nova? Tell me what's going on. Come on. Oh, he's really thinking right now. He comes up with the game plan too. Like, put a stop loss at this. And the bulls are the whole order book, the whole 9 yards, man. Gives me how much sell pressure is at each level and all that. Like, I don't even have to think. I don't have to learn how to do this stuff. I just, hey, trust the instincts of artificial intelligence. So current action price, $1.89.5, up 10.7% today. Key levels, 189.6 to 190 psychological barrier. Breakout zone, if we crack $1.90 with momentum, target is 192 to 195. Support first line is 188.5 cents to 186 if we retrace. Bullish case, buyers push through 190 wall. We test 192, 195 with a shot at $2 psychological. Level of momentum continues. Bearish case, rejected at $1.90, could pull back to 188.5 cents or retest $1.86 before another leg up. Right now, momentum is bullish, leaning towards a push to $1.92 to 195. If BT in the market hold up, BTC. What's Bitcoin at? Bitcoin's mooning. So I guess it's in its favor right now since the markets are moving. Yeah. Good old Nova with the breakdown. Gotta use AI in this world, man. I use it for everything. Having problems with the kids, my wife, ChatGPT. Anything going on, ChatGPT. On board, ChatGPT. Got a lump on my arm, lump in my neck, headache, this and that, ChatGPT. Perpetuals, farming this airdrop, ChatGPT. So Nova says, I'm not going to call it ChatGPT. Nova said, if we break 190 with momentum, targets 192 to 195. But if the rejection happens here, there will be a fallback. Immediate resistance between 189.5 to 190. Support line is 188.5 to 186 if we retrace. So it could be a good entry for me if it does get rejected. Pretty much Nova's saying put in a long at $1.86, Thomas G, and shut the hell up. That's what Nova's saying. But let's go back to Twitter. Let's go back to Twitter. Let's see what the people are saying. The shillers of the world. If I'm holding massive spot bags of Aster, does it make sense to long BNB 20x at all-time high? Gambles. Imagine not longing your longs on Aster and BNB on Aster. Not me. Shows link. Prove it. Show me that long, homie. Yeah, I'd rather see the top ones that have the most engagement. These are the ones that people are like, oh my God, Big Boy said this. Oh, let's see what's up with CZ. Has he been on show mode today? Ah. Huh. Huh. Talk about it. He called himself a KOL. An advisor and a KOL for Aster. Can you believe that? CZ's the advisor for Aster. It almost seems like stupid if you don't like have a piece of the action here. Doesn't it feel that way? CZ is the advisor. So if you're not playing this whole Perpetuals game and you're just buying spot and you're just waiting for the time to come, it just seems like a no-brainer, I guess you could say. One would imagine. One could speculate. One might think. You know? Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know, but I don't know how many of you guys are sleeping on this opportunity right now. When you wake up and the airdrop's long gone and you hear all your friends and family talking about it, do you want to be part of the conversation? Be like, yeah, I got a little bit of Aster airdrop. It's cool. That's cool. Or do you want to watch all the posts? Because you know Sunday, Monday, it's going to be nothing but like, look at my airdrop. And there's going to be some big belugas out there like, yeah, I got $1 million airdrop. There will be guys who get $1 million worth of airdrop. I mean, it's going to be like worth $400-500 million worth of Aster that goes out distributed amongst all the people in the rankings. So you're going to see a lot of the big dogs out there like, thanks for the $1 million. You changed my life. You know, then you might see the opposite versus a dump. You might see it peak, then dump because people are buying the top excited from seeing those posts. It's like psychological warfare, right? You're at war with yourself and being under the impression of wanting to be those people that are making a ton of money out there. That's what we all drive for, right? We want to be like freaking Andrew Tate and making millions and smoking cigars and, you know, being all hot shot. And you want to be like the badasses in crypto that are getting the airdrops and, you know, KOLs and big influencers. Or maybe you want to be like CZ. Somebody always wants to be like somebody, right? And all the psychological warfare breaks out and all hell breaks out and stuff just moons based off of raw emotions. People even think that these things happen because of the, you know, what do we call it? The blood moon and this and that. You know, you name it. Year of the Dragon. Year of the Squatting Tiger, Hidden Dragon, whatever it is. There's a lot of things out there that people are like superstitious about. Maybe stupid stitches, but I don't know, superstitious, whatever you want to call it. But don't forget, guys, you got 3 days to get just, you know what, together. 3 days to go big or go home. To sit on the bench or play a ball. To risk it for the biscuit or sit there on your hands. To make a move or get on the dance floor and get your back up off the wall. It's all up to you. But if you want to be on the winning team, the link's in the description. Our trading team is killing it right now. We're getting those extra boost. Looks like we just broke 190. This is where Nova's like, hey, if we break this, we're going, you know, and this holds, we're going to 192, 195. And then that breaks at 195, we're heading to $2. Just think, guys, 3 days ago, the world was ending. Aster's going to $1. I saw all those posts out there. It's the end. I told you. Now you're at $1.90. Yeah. Don't forget, pound the like button. Drop a comment. Till next time. Yeah, dog.
I wake up in the morning, telegram in hand. On to our community, the coolest in the land. Cheese cream drops a joke, got me laughing loud. Then I start to scroll down through the daily crowd. Who's the OG prince, lighting up the zone? Is it Dama Beast or Sav on the throne? Or maybe it's Friday, Flexmas is here. Time to throw some gains and flex without fear. I toss out some questions, looking for the signs. Inside fixes ready, dropping out for lines. I keep on reading, can't look away. Those spicy emojis make my whole day. Then someone yells exit, get off post chain. But I ride the waves through pleasure and pain. I live in a limbo of hope and despair, but we're all in this boat and I'm proud to be there. Yeah, I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game. I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game.